There is a battle over book bans. We've told you some parents have protested school board meetings to call for controversial books to be pulled from shelves.
But an Ohio author argues that children need diverse perspectives in order to grow. Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow brings us the author's thoughts, and she also spoke with critics who say some topics aren't meant for the classroom.
Reading The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison changed Elisa Stone Leahy's life.
Toni Morrison is one of the many folks that wrote stories that weren't really on the page before that.
The beloved book by the Lorraine native tells the story of the racism a young black girl faced growing up. Morrison's writing is one of the reasons that Leahy became a children's author.
The stories I most wanted to tell were stories about people who were in very vulnerable places, and it wasn't always safe for them to tell their stories.
Her book, Mallory in Full Color, tells the story of an LGBTQ+ child finding their way in the world, a topic that has come under fire throughout the past few years in Ohio. Conservative advocacy groups and parents have been protesting at school boards to remove books they deem as inappropriate, including books that have two dads or stories that talk about race. And Republicans in the legislature have tried to limit which topics can be taught in schools. But Tuesday, Democratic lawmakers joined with Leahy to warn against the dangers of restricting books like Morrison's.
Banning her books isn't just silencing her, it's erasing a vital part of Ohio's history and the larger American experience.
But Medina County Republican Gary Fox says that schools shouldn't be the ones teaching what he believes are divisive topics.
Should be left to the parents to deal with, and that there shouldn't be a promotion of exploring sexuality. Or the purpose of the school is so that way these kids learn how to read, write, understand history.
Fox argues that Ohio is a home rule state, meaning school districts get to pick and choose which books they have in their library and curriculum. So if a conservative school board wants to ban a book, they should be able to.
The more local, I believe, the better. Further you get away from the pupil, the crazier it can get.
Without having access to books that share diverse perspectives, Leahy worries that children won't grow and educators won't be able to do their jobs to educate about different perspectives. Fox responds that he understands this.
I'm sure if these issues come up, there could be some discussion or whatnot, as long as it's age appropriate, but it should not be on the agenda.
Lose out on those moments of connection, those moments of validation of hearing that my story matters and is real.
So far this General Assembly, no book ban legislation has been introduced for K through 12. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.